Hey folks, Joe here. I'm in a little, it's hard to find like private space in the State House. I'm in a little private space just to tell you about my meeting with GoNetSpeed. So I literally just finished the meeting with them and I wanted to record my thoughts before I went into other things for the day. So basically we sat down, we started talking. They told us about how they're working on fiber and how they wanted to connect over that. And I said, look, this is what I want to talk to you about, is that we are happy you're bringing fiber. We need fiber. I said, what's your timeline? They said it's going to be a year for them to begin building it. It's a little confusing me because I know they're already building it somewhat. But maybe they meant more for their plan to more come to fruition. But then they told me, I said, what about last mile fiber? What about the people on the back roads? And they said, we do not have a timeline for that. And so that's when I transitioned into the spreadsheet that you all helped me create with your stories. I gave them copies of it. And I said, you need to support DSL until there is last mile fiber. People rely on this for work. People rely on this for school. People rely on this in telemedicine. They rely on it for entertainment. And you are doing nothing to help us. And I said, look, this is not your workers. I see your workers struggling every day. I feel bad for them because they're the ones at the front line who, when there are misconfigured things at the front office, when there are problems that are not their fault, they're the ones at the front line that have to take the abuse. I also said, I'm so disappointed with your customer service because I have personally called. I have been talked to rudely. I have been told it was my problem, my wiring, my network, my problem. I said, it's not. I know networking actually very well. I've changed my network in order to determine if it was my network or if it was GoNetSpeed. It's GoNetSpeed. We all know this. When every neighbor has the same problem, it's not my network, it's not my internal wiring, it's GoNetSpeed. I showed them quotes from Dawn Custer, the Hubbardton town clerk, who said that there's literally falling apart junction boxes in town. I said, you need to give your workers the tools to maintain and to fix the DSL network that exists today. And yes, we are happy to have fiber tomorrow or in a year, or for some of us, who knows, many, many, many years. But until that last person has access to fiber, the DSL network must be maintained. And I said, can I have your commitment today? Can I have your commitment today that you will maintain the DSL network until last mile fiber? They said, we cannot give you that commitment. And so I said, who can? They said, we have to talk to our CEO. I said, well, I want to talk to your CEO. I want to tell your CEO all these stories. I want to speak to that person, and I want to tell them how disappointed we are in GoNetSpeed, in their customer service, in their service. The only thing we're not disappointed in is the workers on the ground who are throwing themselves against this problem absolutely every day, working so hard to try to give us internet, and they're not being given the tools because there's misconfigurations in the front office. There's a falling apart infrastructure that GoNetSpeed is not investing in because they don't care. They don't want to waste the money on it. I literally don't know why they're doing it. And they said they would bring my request along. And, I reiterated that from a personal standpoint, until they start supporting the DSL network and making sure that people who are on the last mile have good functional internet that can do the things we need to do with the internet, work, business, school, health, entertainment, everything that we need to do, then I will not support their company. And if I have a choice of other companies to choose, I will choose those companies because they've shown what matters to them, and that's not us, and it's not the quality of service that we're getting. So, they're going to bring this back to their CEO. I hope I get that meeting. And if I get that meeting, I'll record a video and I'll let you know what they say. And I hope that the words get through. I hope that when they see that I looked at and I shared the spreadsheet later on today, 49 people give negative stories about the problems that they've had with GoNetSpeed. I hope that they will just maintain the DSL network until we have last mile fiber, because that's their responsibility. That's what they bought. That's what they bought into. That was their choice to do it. And we cannot be left with no internet until a year or more for last mile, more than a year. Can't have failing internet. It's just unacceptable. That's what I told them. I hope to hear back. And when and if I hear back, you'll be the first to know. Hope you're all well. Bye.